Everyone looks confused in this market. Whether it's the bulls, whether it's the bears, they are all confused. Why? Because they are not getting all these updates at the right time for all the assets you need. What I can say here in a short window so that you know the truth is this. Solana on a weekly shows you it is right now on a weekly, on a weekly. It is right now forming something which has historically showed you the possibility of a drop. Now, whether that's a 35% drop, whether that's a 50% drop, 70% drop, that all depends. But right now, what you have to understand is it's not just Solana showing you that. You go to Bitcoin and Bitcoin starts arguing you your shit. That's happening. Watch the RSI. Negative divergence, retest of that, and a rejection. You make it what you want. I just want to keep this simple. This is Ether. It's showing you the exact same thing as it did here. Hanging man at the very next candle showing you, boom, I'm shifting. But let me ask you something very cool. Are you really worried about a 70% drop? That's a very small drop. You can be bullish. It's buy the dip. Is that your argument? I'm not in that segment. Because the trouble in here, based on Ether to the altcoins, is that the support is not there. The support, that's down here. And that can be painful. I mean, if you get rejected there just to test the support and then go into a bull market, that still is a 70% plus drop. That's coming all the way back to the bear market bottom in here. I mean, if you want to buy there, that's cool. That's 70% down from the highs. It makes a lot of sense. But now, go on to the total crypto market. This is where I want you to focus. Because individual charts here and there in random assets may look extremely bullish. And there would be hypefluencers, I'll call them hypefluencers, and their gang who has a ton more hopium saying the bull market is just getting started. They really forget the fact that the double bottom we did to start the bull market was here. The confirmation of that thing came in Jan 2023. So the Jan 2023 to 2024, 2025, here we are mid 2025. You get that? 2.5 years of bull market. And right now, the exact opposite of what started the bull market is happening in here. Keep that in mind. The exact opposite. Here, the price was going lower. RSI was not. It's showing I'm going up. Right now, it's happening just vice versa. Now, it's up to you what you decide and how you execute that. But keep this in mind. The negative divergence and its extension is still valid. And it's showing you, I got ya. Yeah? This is one of the primary reasons why I told I don't want this pump. Back in 2021, I went in, just like a lot of people are doing now, and the market told, I got you, and it slapped me. So I'm like, even if I miss that 20, 30, 40, 50% to the upside here, I don't want to lose the amount of money I made in the last 7 years. Some of you are different. I know you have way higher risk tolerance than me, but I don't. Compared to where I started 2017 and where I ended 2025, Jan, at the peak of 3.2. Yeah, I obviously missed the 3.5, 3.6 run in XRP for sure. But are you still waiting for the $5, $10, $20? It's completely up to you. And if you're in that category, let me take you to the XRP, the beloved chart of XRP. On a weekly though, yeah? If this closes anywhere in any frame like this, that's a negative divergence and its extension. Now, I believe, based on what XRP used to do, you form a negative divergence and then have a micro pump, attract more people into the buy, and then dump, boom. So that means even if you drop like this to 2.7, you may come back up 3.5 or 3.2, and then boom. Yeah, that's very much possible. So if you got stuck there at the local top of 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, remember, I was someone who was buying XRP at 3.6, 3.7. There's a lot of people saying, oh, no, it was not in any exchange. No, if you were in Korea, if you were in Japan, you got all of those prices. Yeah, if you were not in those exchanges, oh, you did not get that. But I got trapped there because of the same thing, hopium. Yeah, The hypefluencers, they push that narrative in. I digested that as it is without even thinking that we just did a 10-15x run up in a lot of different assets. Now, come back, just the alt market. If that's what you are concerned about, take it on a weekly and observe what it is showing you. Now, if you agree with the chart saying, okay, I'm forming lower highs on this region and you're waiting for that exact touch there, my problem is this. Last time, just before you went down for the boom, you did not touch that. And this time, it's kind of extended run from that phase. And if you are doing just exactly that thing, the drop is going to be painful. Now, last time, yes, it was Terra Luna creating the terror and, shaking the market. I don't know what it's going to be this time around. I really don't know whether it's macro cycle news, whether it's some crypto exchanges going bust. There's already different ones getting hacked here in India. We got WazirX burst. We got CoinDCX getting hacked. There's a lot of things happening. But if you're not prepared for that, it will be like the GFC back in 2009, 2010. Iceland went broke, and that's when we know, oh, there's a country named Iceland. Yeah? So that kind of a surprise will come into the market in crypto sector. I really don't know what the news is going to be, but I know one thing. If you are not well educated and if you don't have the right information and the data sets to take decision on, you will get trapped. Because there are different types of individuals, but ask yourself, what type are you? Do you learn from others' mistake? Or do you learn from your own mistakes? Or you don't learn from any mistakes? Which category you fit into, it's up to you. It's your decision, but understand, the moment this monthly candle closes, we're very, very, very near that vertical edge, yeah? That is confirming you the price came back to the exact top, but the RSI did not. While the weekly shows you I'm about to ride to the downside, any small correction here in August is going to show you an extended negative divergence on a monthly. That's negative divergence and its extension getting confirmed on a monthly. What else you want to think, oh, shit, there is some trouble? Because there are a lot of different individuals arguing the fact that XLM, it's about to burst through the sky. Maybe, but think about this. This region has acted as a resistance over last 8 years. And each time the price wicked a little bit higher, that's 50%, that's 70%, that's 88%. That was a trap. Now, here in 2021, I got trapped with that run up. Just like now, 80% up, 70% up, 100% up. Oh, Danny, you're wrong. Everyone is jumping back and levered into the market on the bullish side. I was the same too in 2021. So right now, I appreciate a lot of data from the market saying, oh, I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to fight with the history. I'm not smarter than the history. Maybe I'm wrong. I am okay with that decision. I want to preserve the value which I have. That's why I went in X1. That's why I went in 3 assets with the highest liquidity and the highest probability in my calculations. Can it go up 30-40% before it drops? Yeah, maybe it can. Now it already did. That's where I'm coming. Watch Solana. On a monthly, this is what you were doing. That's very close. On a weekly, you are getting rejected at that point. I'm cool. Yeah, that means it's just starting. And think about a different edge. If an asset like this is showing you something like this, what do you make of it? I've seen something similar before, so I don't want to fight with it. But if it does break that region, beware. Whatever the hypefluencers are giving you, take it with a bit of salt. Otherwise, it's going to be tough for you. So guys, if you haven't smashed the like button, please do that for me. And make sure you share this video with all your loved ones who are involved in crypto. I'll meet you guys in the next video. Bye for now.